Should hit to record. The maze. All right. Oh, you can see the plant in the background. Okay. Okay, what do I need? I need one in here. Yeah, because I already bought all these. I need one of these. Conviction, diversion, adequate. Logic, vigilance. I know I saw logic. Did I not? Here.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Wait, alright.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask then. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Volna, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Let's go, pizza.
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it's nothing serious.
I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants. You don't understand. How long has he been trying to all this?
Sorry, I just don't want to touch my mouse with greasy fingers. Okay. Search for any cool stuff.
But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it's nothing serious.
Can I go down there? I can. Let's run around first. Okay, so far nothing. Okay. Maybe I should just go downstairs. I can't even go in anyone's room. There's nothing up here. Okay, I think we're almost back to them. If there's nothing, I'll just turn back around. I can go back. I can go down there. They right there. There's no rooms there. Okay, we'll go back this way. Anyone in here? No one.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
I like never use these two. Damn. Oh, hi. Okay.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Excuse me, but could you perhaps help me?
That is what I am here for, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm trying to find out where this sword came from.
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
Do not mention it, sir.
The garden. Hello.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
Listen, my good man, I'd gladly stand here discussing matters all day long, but I'm terribly pressed for time. Your petty logistical concerns are of no interest to me. I asked you a question, and I'm still waiting for an answer.
Do please
I'm
excuse me,
sorry.
sir. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two ways, sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
Okay.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against sir taking any.
Oh, these all cost. Let's try
My
this
good
one.
fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Rob him? No! Manuscript.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But
Now.
But, sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
I didn't like how mean we were to him. the heck did it say I could look at? Right there.
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Oh. I don't really want to sit here. I guess we can look at the man. Okay. What's in here? I don't remember where he told us to go. Shit. Guess we'll see. Can I go out any of these doors? No. What's in here? Okay, let's see. Portrait gallery. Is that where I just was? You said the portrait gallery. Right? Oh! Go, go, go! It's over here, it's over here. What?
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Okay. There's the way out. But that guy's gonna see me.
Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Amber.
I'm just gonna take a look in here. There's a dude there.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Okay. So I can go out either way here. Is this the hall? Let's go back this way. We'll try to go out that door. Because the guy's not even looking at it. The other guy's looking right at the door. I don't think we're supposed to go in the garden.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
I guess we can go out here. Oh, here's that dickhead.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
I'm still looking for my mother, of course.
You're right, monsieur. Keep looking. Good luck to you.
Dick. Yes.
Golden elixir. Golden elixir. How do I get over there? Minos,
Ooh, I didn't mean to look at him.
son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the
Yeah.
king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld, decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Hello! How are you doing? When is strategy used in the game? Oh god, I don't even know how to answer that. Okay, it's a sword too. 1 second. I don't know, I guess, sorry, I actually had to look up the meaning of strategy so I knew how to answer. I guess there really isn't. It's more of like a story game. It kind of tells you how to go. One thing that you do need to kind of strategize is, I don't know if you saw when the guy like asked a question, like you kind of gotta be careful about what you say and stuff like that, you know. And like, you can upgrade stuff like this that will help you answer like certain questions. But generally you have to use points like down at the bottom left corner. Oh, I got 2 extra. Okay. I think we looked all around that way. Okay. Wait, there's... He has a penis.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
Oh, he also has a hole in his chest.
Wrongly positioned. I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
I hope that made sense. It's kind of like, think about a game like The Walking Dead. Like, certain choices you make, like, matter. You know?
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
The sword.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Okay. Okay. There's one over there. Oh, there's statues like everywhere. But there was a way. Over here? Man, I got myself lost.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide the sword that would kill the monster.
I'm not gonna learn all of them.
Here's the famous Ariadne's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth. Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Hopefully.
Icarus. A son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death.
Ooh.
Pity. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah. We looked at this guy already.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
Let's go. I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Okay, you said there was one that looked different.
Minos.
So this guy over here?
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
All right, well, let's continue anyways.
Hold on. Kids really kissing at each other. I'll be right back. Just want to make sure they're okay. He's just standing at the door. I'm not letting him in here. He's annoying. He will eat my pizza. Hopefully they were just playing. Okay, where's the dude he said looked different? Is it this guy?
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
Not him.
Well, let's keep going.
Maybe that guy over there?
Ariadne. I guide the sword that will kill the monster. Let's see.
Oh.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
It's not the angel, is it? I'm gonna try this lady first.
What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Oops. Why is it so
Here's the
goddamn
famous
loud?
Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting Ariadne. Try something else.
Well, it's not her. The angel?
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
No.
Well, let's keep going.
Something about truth. The guy with the penis.
Theseus. He's the son of Aegeus. He became the mythical king of Athens, the unifying king. Pity, he's generally only remembered for having slayed the Minotaur. I wonder if Mother
Pity.
managed to solve this enigma. Minos.
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
His gesture sealed his fate. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate.
The Minotaur. This is so fun. Oh my god, yes. I want to get to that guy over there.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
No, not that.
Asterion. Asterion, son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion, who had such a sad fate and who the legend portrays as the horrible Minotaur. The statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon see.
Guess we'll try him.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Yep. I didn't mean to press that again. Okay, it's not the Minotaur. Just over here.
Asterion.
Not him.
Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Let's try this guy. What if it was the first guy that I put it in? I just saw something over here. Did I not? It was the first fucking guy, Minos. I knew that name was familiar.
Again?
What?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
He's bad.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
That's not good.
A fragment of amber. Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Wait, it's a servant.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
Mother! What the hell? I finished that already?